All right, so today's video, you guys, we got unfair footage from Diddy documentary proves how he used his mom as a slave. Say that. At one point in time, he broke her nose, bro. One point in time, he broke her nose. Bro, growing up, I've seen videos that said that Miss Janice Combs used to have parties just like Diddy used to have his parties when Diddy was young, a young kid. So they say that the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Well, the tree is Miss Janice, the tree of S workers. It's Miss Janice, you know. Oh man, this is crazy. So Diddy got it honest, you guys. It's in his bloodline. But I've also seen clips to where, and I think the clip is in this video as well, you guys, to where Diddy and his mom actually kiss like boyfriend and girlfriends. Kiss on the lips. And they talk like they intimate instead of like mother and son. Bro, it's weird. But that's what we're here for, man. Let's get it. Spicy.
This thing. He just left school, and now this extreme tragedy has occurred. She's like, did he make the right decision? And I saw him put his hands on her.
You look like a perv right there.
Called her a bitch and slapped her.
Well, I hope you got your teacups ready, because unaired footage from the new...
Now, you see how he been treating his mom, regardless of the things that she's been showing him and the lifestyle she lived when she had him, right? In the Bible, it says, obey thy mother and thy father, may your days upon earth be longer. Man, so Diddy, if you did your mom like that, bro,
Diddy documentary,
that's
the record
crazy.
exposed
You in
Diddy
for
for
it.
putting hands on his own mother, Janice Combs. He even allegedly broke her nose on one occasion. And this isn't just some speculation or rumors from fans. We're talking about eyewitness accounts from people who actually grew up with him and remember what was happening inside the house before he got famous. And like this isn't wild enough, reports are saying that this is not some isolated moment, but something that happened over and over again. For years, people pushed the idea that Janice was the reason that Diddy turned into the man that he is today, or lack thereof. But this footage is about to flip that entire narrative, because it looks like Janice just might be Diddy's earliest victim. There's a lot going on here, so let's unpack it all. Y'all, Janice Combs being exposed as victim was not on our 2025 bingo cards, but here we are. And honestly, when you start viewing things through the lens of her being victimized by him, it's easy to see the patterns and why she acts the way she does. In the Netflix documentary The Reckoning that aired, insiders hinted at this, especially a man named Kirk Burroughs. Kirk and Diddy worked together at Uptown Records back in the day before starting Bad Boy Records together. So y'all know that Kirk has all the real tea, talking about knowing where the body's buried. But in the documentary, Kirk talks about the first time that he saw Diddy put hands on Janice and how shook she was. Take a listen.
And I saw Janice question Sean. He's going into this music business thing. He just left school, and now this extreme tragedy has occurred. She's like, did he make the right decision? And I saw him put his hands on her, call her a bitch, and slapped her.
Now, for context, the tragedy in question was the 1991 stampede at the City College of New York that happened because Diddy had oversold a charity basketball event. 9 people lost their lives, and Janice was right to be concerned about her son's involvement in all of it. But Diddy didn't care about that, and all Janice got for her worry was a slap in the face from her own son. Now, this was shocking, but according to reports, people in the know are saying that it was way worse than Kirk said. Insiders are saying that there were entire segments that didn't even make the final cut, and one of the segments supposedly included a deep dive into Diddy's relationship with his mom, including how he treated her so badly that eyewitnesses described it as a slave-master type of relationship. Yeah, y'all, a hot mess. And it changes the way we view Janice and Diddy's relationship, but then again, we should have suspected that there was more to the situation. A while ago, Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene, told us something similar. The first time Gene spoke about Diddy hurting Janice was when he claimed that Kirk Burroughs had told him that Diddy had hit Janice.
You know, Kirk Burroughs was like, yo, man, I should have saw, he told me he should have saw this coming with Cassie and the way he treated women when he slapped his mother. And I was like, he did what?
He then spoke about another time that he personally witnessed Diddy hitting Janice in public.
And I think it was even that, Kirk, when we was getting in the limousine He cussed his mother out. He told his mother to stay out of his mofo business. And I told him, man, you ever talk to your mother? You remember that situation? He said, yeah. I said, Kirk, why you didn't tell me then that he cussed that he slapped his mother? Because if you would have told me to slap his mother, I'd have beat the shit out of him, Kirk.
So like I said, some of the information was already out there, but we didn't just think that much of it. Again, Janice had a shady reputation in the media because a lot of people were convinced that she was the one who taught Diddy all the shady stuff that he's into. It also didn't help that there had been a lot of stuff exposed about her and how she brought Diddy up, which doesn't exactly show her in the best light. For example, in another documentary early this year, one of Diddy's childhood friends, Tim Patterson, revealed that Janice used to throw freak-offs at her house when Diddy was a child. And according to reports, Patterson also remembers a chaotic, civilized upbringing in the Combs household, largely due to wild parties Janice would often throw with alcohol, pimps, and pushers. Regardless of whether the kids were at home, at night, it wouldn't be a thing to mistakenly walk into one of the bedrooms and you've got a couple in there butt naked. Well, Patterson says that's what we were privy to. This is what we were fed.
Wow.
Was it desensitizing us? I'm sure it was. We were aware of it? No, that was just Saturday night. Well, Janice herself has also admitted to working some interesting jobs that would explain and why she led to that kind of lifestyle.
What were the primary jobs that you did to support your family?
I did so many jobs at one time. I worked at the United Cerebral Palsy. I worked at the Board of Ed in Westchester County. I drive the school bus. I worked in the baby's boutique shop. And he never knew this. I worked in the after-hour spot, too. I have to come clear.
We know what after hours is.
Okay, now,
Diddy looking like, Mom, you say that, but I remember seeing Mr. Bobby butt cheeks on top of Miss Ann whenever I was only 7 years old. And I seen some white stuff on the table. So I thought it was sugar, Mama, but now that I got older, it was that booger sugar. That's what it was. And Mama been doing stuff right in front of Diddy. Diddy probably is desensitized, bro. That probably what the problem is. He desensitized, traumatized, and everything else. They got eyes on the end.
okay.
I made more money because
Facts.
the men thought I was very glamorous and I used to pour liquor and they'd give me big tips.
That's not all, because there has been a lot of speculation that Diddy and his mom did some nasty stuff together, if you catch my drift. Just take a look at this video.
She tried to go for the lips. He tried to go to the side.
Comments about his mom and how she could touch the floor with her palms flat down. Yeah, y'all, what's that supposed to mean?
What?
Introduce you to my mom, called Mom Dukes.
Hi.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah,
I love you.
I love you too.
Baby.
Mom freshly dipped though.
What?
Mom's a single. I ain't gonna hate on my moms. She's single. Me and my mom talked about one time doing a dating show with her. And she's so picky. She's so picky, they don't stand. But yeah, that'd be the funniest show in the world.
It will be. Especially with me.
I don't even want to get started if she was doing that. We're not doing that. But yeah, my mom's single. Yeah, for real. Mom Duke know how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing. They outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care. For real. It's my dog, you know, I want to live life. Be out here moving and grooving. So my mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby.
That's right.
Keep moving.
Don't stop.
She could touch the floor with her palms, you know.
What? Bro, then she gonna come behind him and say flat, as in agreeing, when her son said she could touch the floor with her palms. She says flat. In order to have your palms on the floor, if he's seeing his mom do that, you know what type of position that is, bro. We know what type of position palms on the floor is. What type of mom would be doing that around her son? There's not even an exercise on earth that I ever seen that requires you put your palms on the floor. And that got to have some wear and tear on your hamstrings, bro. I'm surprised she didn't pull a hamstring. That's crazy.
Pew, pew, pew.
But rapper Mace even revealed a couple of years ago that Diddy's mom
They
knew what he
weird,
was
bro.
up to, but she kept enabling his behavior.
Yo, I did this. Told my he want receipts. Let's start with your mother. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts.
Now, Kirk Burrows also hinted at the same thing in his lawsuit that he filed earlier this year. He claimed that Janice allegedly enabled Diddy to steal from Bad Boy artists, and she helped him steal his 25% stake in the label. But as messy as that is, it doesn't end there. Another reason that fans believe that Janice was a willing participant is the fact that she always defends him. For example, when rumors first started going around about how the feds were pursuing an indictment against Diddy and inviting him for a talk for an official arrest, Janice mysteriously fell sick, and the only person she could have at her side was Diddy. Now, at the time, TMZ reported that Janice Combs was rushed to the hospital on Wednesday after she complained about discomfort in her chest. According to sources close to Diddy, it's still unclear exactly what caused the pain, but we're told she's going to remain in the hospital for at least another day. We're told Janice believes the pain is related to stress over her son's legal woes, including a federal investigation and multiple civil lawsuits. Now, at the time, fans were convinced that she was trying to play the emotional card, and they dragged her for being an enabler. But looking back and knowing what we know now about him allegedly hitting her, it doesn't seem like she had a choice but to play along with what he wanted. Unfortunately, it's very common for victims to defend their victims, even when they're actively getting hurt. According to studies, victims who are characterized by strong identification with their aggressor may feel greater affection and empathy towards their abusive partners. The loss of their own sense of agency and their mental subordination may hamper their ability to experience psychological independence. And that could describe Diddy and Janice's relationship perfectly, because the relationship has been described as being weird and codependent. And that would explain why Janice's defending of Diddy was likely coming from a place of self-preservation. But get this, just before Diddy's trial started, Janice released a statement where she defended him yet again and bashed people for hating on her son. The statement said, "It is truly agonizing to watch the world turn against my son so quickly and easily over lies and misconceptions. These lies thrown at him are motivated by those seeking a financial gain and not justice. These individuals saw how quickly my son's civil legal team settled his ex-girlfriend's lawsuit, so they believe they can receive a quick payday by falsely accusing my son." Again, she was dragged for being an enabler. But now when you look at it, it's clear that Janice didn't write the statement. Fans are convinced that Diddy's legal team was behind that statement because it sounds very much like the statements his lawyers made. So from the looks of things, it's kind of seeming like Janice has been so bad by Diddy that she just lets him do whatever he wants and doesn't fight him on it. And with what we know about how he treated her, I guess we shouldn't be surprised. From the looks of things, Janice is still so traumatized that she's still denying that she was. In fact, she's claiming that Diddy never hurt her physically and that everyone who claimed otherwise was lying. In a statement, she said, "The statement made by Tim Patterson about Sean's life regarding my relationship with my son is not truthful and salacious to promote the series. Moreover, the allegation stated by Mr. Kirk Burrows that my son slapped me while we were conversing after the tragic City College events on December 28, 1991 are inaccurate and patently false. That was a very sad day for all of us." Now, like I said, it's not uncommon for victims to defend people who hurt them. I mean, Gina Hune even wrote a letter to the judge describing Diddy as a good man and how he doesn't deserve to go to prison. And this was all after she agreed to testify against Diddy during the trial, when she was supposed to be victim number 3. Oh, well, let's not forget that she was the first woman to accuse Diddy of physically hurting her when she went on Tasha K and claimed that he used to hit her.
In the beginning, like the first 3.5 years, he was, the first 3-4 months, he was really nice, but then after that, he started being an asshole. So like I say, like the first 3.5 years, he was like mean to me.
So when you say mean, describe it.
He was like always belittling me and always like he was like mentally, emotionally, and physically abusing me.
Diddy.
Wow.
It's not the first time we've heard that. There was an incident, of course, with Cassie, where reporters are saying that the police were called because they got into an altercation. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Tell me some of the things that he would say to you.
He would always compare me to Cassie and tell me that I'm the bad one and she's the good one.
And he was with both of you guys at the same time.
Yeah. And at one point, like, I was breaking out really bad with acne.
So she's a known victim who turned around to defend the same person who victimized her.
Thanks.
So we
That's
shouldn't
crazy.
be surprised that Janice is still doing the same thing, especially since she's his mom, and a mother's first instinct is to protect her child. So when you put all these things together, it stops being confusing and starts becoming very clear. The weird loyalty, the extreme denial, the nonstop defending and timing of her hospital scare, the way that every insider keeps saying the same thing. It all lines up once you accept
Bro,
it.
Diddy on this scene right here, bro, you could tell he knew he was about to go into the slammer. He didn't even get a haircut, bro. He was just like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and face this. I'm tired of looking like $1 million. That's not the reality right now. The man going through it right here, bro. He's going through it on this.
Janice has been surviving Diddy and not shaping him. And if the footage of even half of this is as bad as insiders claim, then Janice was never the mastermind people thought she was. And with the documentary exposing things that Diddy clearly never wanted the public to see, people are finally starting to question everything we thought we knew about the story, especially while the documentary refused to show footage that might make fans feel sorry for Janice. Is there an ulterior motive here, or was this just an executive decision? This is only getting messier, and if this is what leaked out, imagine what it is still locked away. We'll keep an eye on the drama because the story is far from over.
Man, that's crazy though. The kissing on the lips to mom is weird, Diddy and Janice. The palms on the floor is weird, Diddy and Janice. They getting IV drips, bro, together. And we all heard about the IV drips, right? They said the IV drips is when they have a freak off, and once they finish the freak off, they be so exhausted that the next day they have to get IV drips to rejuvenate, bro. Now him and his mom out there getting IV drips and kissing on the lips, getting ready for the next freak off, possibly. Boy, that ain't worth the